my name is Amy Campbell Blair, and I am the Youth and Education Lead Organizer for an organization called True North. We do community engagement and leadership development in rural Northern California. I am also a parent of two kids. I have a second grader and a fourth grader at one of the local schools here. And because of the work that I get to do in the community, I get to have lots of conversations with other parents and other students and community members. But I also have conversations with my kids all the time about what would make school better. What do you wish was different at your school? And there's lots of things that I hear, but when I talk to my kids and when I talk to other students, one of the biggest things that I hear is they ask about better playgrounds. They talk about how the fields that they have to play in have holes, aren't well maintained. They talk about how playground equipment, either doesn't work. At my kids' school, there was one point last year where there was I don't even remember which equipment it was, but it was like taped off with caution tape. And I've heard, story after story from like students, right? Like, why can't we just have good playground equipment? It's not fair. Like, and I think about it as a parent, right? Like my kids spend so much time at school, and sometimes they can't even properly play. And it makes me, I don't know, it makes me really angry that we can't even fund playground equipment. Because of the job that I do and the research, we look into like things, like how much would things cost? And something that I learned this year is that playground equipment can cost, due to like lots of factors, local state approvals, the fact that it has to like get installed like, at a school site is like a little different. And things can cost anywhere from like $25,000 to like $100,000 just to have like proper equipment. And so if you're talking about having the funds to, if you're talking about having the funds to pay for, right, playground equipment and fields, and that you're having to compete against also having like classroom supplies and like good roofing and keeping like, the facilities like safe. That's not really a fair like choice. I feel like we should be able to pay for both. Kids deserve to play. They deserve well, and kids who live in a poor rural area also deserve to play. Like, it's not fair that they don't always have the same opportunities as an area that has more resources. Rural kids deserve to play. Play is really important for brain development. It's really important for learning social skills. It's really important for just, for learning. A lot of times kids just they can't learn as well if they're not able to play. And so all of those things have a detrimental effect on our students, not just my kids, but students as well. So yeah, so I want to call on my representatives, Senator McGuire and Assemblymember Jim Wood, that you would support a restructure, right? We need to make state bond money, the way it's distributed and the way that like people can access it needs to be more equitable. It's currently not. It's not fair. It's not just. And I just, I don't want to have to keep listening to students be sad about how they don't even have playground equipment. Like we can do better than that.